Hey, welcome back to Geekshow Helpdesk.
Hey guys.
Hi, Tony.
Hey.
Sorry about last week. That was embarrassing
And rude.
What,
and rude.
What are we
And
referring to this time?
I'm ashamed.
Of?
Your internet. Did you write them a
my
stern
internet.
letter?
No, that's right.
Did you write them a
No.
stern letter? Say,
Turns
hey.
out it wasn't his internet.
No, it was my internet.
Oh, was it that?
Because I'm still having the same problem with my router.
Switch?
You had double problems last
Was
I
it
had
the
double problems. Yeah.
Was it the managed switch?
No, because it manages itself, guys. It's never the managed switch.
This is Geek Show Help Desk, where we talk about tech, gadgets, and science-related things. Let's introduce our panelists. He's back, and he is the founder of the In-Between. He's Jaron.
Hey guys, I am the founder of the In-Between. I'm Jaron.
That's not true. That's just not true at
I
all.
love
I
misinformation.
added single-handedly a brand new show for our patrons.
Truth is what you make it these days, guys.
Yeah.
Say it.
And
And, then
I'm
it's
Turns out you
true.
can say anything you want. And it
I'm
becomes true.
glad you guys like it, and I think we can have some improvements as long as Lando isn't there. It'll go smoothly because he was against the In-Between. He hated it. From
Everybody
the
on the YouTube needs to look away right now. Jaron, this is for you.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, that's Jaron. He does things that he doesn't know what they mean. He's Lando.
Hi, I'm Lando. I'm excited to be here. I've had a long, hard day, and nothing makes me more happy than sitting down with some good friends talking about some tech.
You know what else is long and hard? Submarines. All right, it's
Oh, I
Owen.
thought that was my segue in. Dang it.
Maybe 10 years ago, Owen.
Yeah. Thanks, Jaron.
Now you're
Keeping me
short and
humble.
flubby.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of other adjectives you can use now. You can find me here.
Squashy?
Just yeah. I mean, you can say whatever. You know what? Say whatever you want. I'll take it at this point. Anything that's not dead. Anyway, yeah, I got lots of random stories to bring today that the Google feed had me on lock. So we'll be maybe getting through one or two of those. But we have a host. His name's Tony.
Oh, that's me. Check me out on the Blue Sky at Quad T, or on other Geek Show podcasts. Let me just put a quick little plug in there for the show in space. We talked about Star Trek Generations.
Oh, the best movie.
Great movie.
No. And then we talked about First Contact on the episode
the
after
best
that.
movie.
First
Oh,
Contact,
man.
so good. My
Good
favorite
stuff.
Star Trek
Such a
movie.
good one.
Good stuff right there.
Amazing.
All right, let's kick it off with what we always like to do at the beginning, emails. We got any emails?
Yeah. Email. Got an email from Johnny. Hello. Follow up on the Dyson Blows talk. I disagree with this already. I have
Okay.
validation that Dyson is not great. My Shark from Costco had a hinge go out, so I replaced it under the good old Costco warranty exchange process. The Dyson was $100 more, and I was getting money back from the old one, so I decided to try it out. I have a large dog that sheds, and after vacuuming my house daily for years, I have a good idea how much hair should get picked up. I noticed with the Dyson immediately it was not picking up as much hair. I tried it out for a month. Maybe something changed with my dog. Well, I eventually decided to bring it back to Costco and exchange it back for a new Shark. The Shark vacuum is picking up way more hair than the Dyson, just like my old one. I don't know what more proof we need to understand which is superior. Also, it appears between the warranty and Costco's exchange policy, I will have free new vacuums the rest of my life. Cheers,
Yep.
Johnny. I
Okay.
have one question for you, Johnny.
Which Dyson?
Which Dyson and which head were you using? Because there is a specific... and what type of floor were you using? If it's a hard floor with the carpet head, yeah, it's not going to do a good job.
Why not
My
just have a
Dyson
shark
doesn't
that
have
does
multiple
everything?
heads.
And why not
What
just
about
use a shark? Why not
nonsense?
just use a shark that it doesn't matter what floor or head you use,
Well,
and it picks up better.
My
Yeah.
question was going to be which Dyson, because if you go anything lower than a V10, you're not going to have as good of an experience. But V10 and higher, super powerful.
So I learned about the shark does a little cheat. They they lower the size of the
head.
length so that it has a higher head pressure.
Yeah.
Love
They've
that.
done that. They've done that on all their
Well,
vacuums,
it
all their
takes
rolling
more- it
vacuums.
takes-
I was going to say the
takes
con
longer.
is you have
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
to you have to vacuum longer because
But it picks up
only
better.
does 6 inches at a time.
but
Unless
it
you
doesn't
get the
matter.
hard floor attachment, and then it's beautiful.
No, you're talking. It's got to be picking up the hair. He's got to be talking about it a carpet.
I would
Pet hair
think
on
so,
hardwood is ridiculously
Problem.
easy. Can't say it would ever have a problem. So it's got to be a carpet or upholstery.
Well, I'm going to say we need more information, Johnny.
Well, one thing
I
we
think
can
Johnny's
all
fine. Johnny's right. Dysons suck.
They do. They suck
do.
really good.
They suck
it's
a lot.
fantastic.
Uh-huh.
One thing
Kinda
we
blow.
can all agree on, though, Costco is the greatest.
Seriously,
But
I was
Johnny,
like this.
listen to me, Johnny. I'm talking to you. Don't abuse the Costco return policy. You'll ruin it for everyone.
Actually,
else.
though,
Don't ruin it for the rest of us.
Actually, don't they
I have a
don't they
cousin
ban you?
who ruins it.
Don't they eventually ban you if you
If you
do it too
really
much?
bad, they
Yeah.
they can revoke your membership.
They'll
But
revoke your membership.
don't abuse it. Not just Johnny anymore. Anybody in general, don't abuse the Costco awesomeness.
They
or
still
else
make so
they'll
much money.
Take it away.
Their theft level, by the way, is like nearly zero.
Yeah, it's because you
Because-
have to pay to shop there, so you respect.
You
it
have to have
more.
you also have to have your card, like the way they do the card, the way they do the checkout, like the way they check
Very-
your receipt at the
very
door.
thorough.
The receipt at the door is the big one, right? Like
Half the time the receipt at the door is, let me see your receipt. Oh, it looks good.
it's enough.
So
to
the
anyway.
one time they didn't
It's
do
a
that
show.
was when I told my wife, "Oh, don't worry, you don't need the receipt," because she had misplaced it.
yeah.
They never check it anyway, and so I had like a receipt in my pocket. Let's just use this.
And they got it.
And the one time I said that to my wife, they actually thoroughly check it.
Yeah.
I've had it thoroughly checked. A
I
few
left
times.
mine. I left mine at the deli or at the food court. We left
The
it on
hot
a
dog
table,
stand.
and we were like, "Oh, we left it," and they looked at me at the door like I was committing like I was
What are you, stupid?
high
or something?
treason. They were like, "Go find your receipt or don't
Yeah.
come to this door."
Yeah, well, I
Like,
mean,
they-
that's
you
the
know?
thing. That's the
And I was
only
like-
evidence they
and I
have
was like,
at the
"No
door.
Costco
that
for
you
you."
paid.
So I was like, "I'll pull up the receipt on my phone." They're like, "It won't be there till tomorrow." I'm like, "Can you help me?" I had to go to customer service, and they printed me out a new receipt.
Yeah.
10 minutes because I left my receipt at the food court, and somebody chucked it off
Well,
the table.
This is
don't-
a you problem.
don't do
blame
that
No,
again,
Don't
Owen.
blame
Just saying.
Costco.
Issue.
I'm just saying.
Skill
I
issue.
don't think it's that light of a deal. You're like, "Oh, they just check anything."
Well, no, that's the thing. They look at it, a couple items match. This is like half the time, I would say. Or if the line gets really long, they're just like, okay,
Yeah,
this is fine.
man.
This is fine.
Once the line
But-
gets long, you see the security fall.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's
All
just
right.
this is more of an ad for Costco here.
Right? More than anything.
Yeah.
And they're
I
not
got-
paying us.
I got my law
Enough.
degree from Costco. All right. Thanks, Johnny.
I get it.
What else do we have?
We got another email from George. He says, "Hi, thanks for the Kickstarter tips last week. Really appreciated
Stanza.
the advice, and it was fun hearing your best and worst backing experiences. Lately, I've been thinking about getting a walking pad to help improve my health. Do you have any experiences with one? I'd love to hear your thoughts if you tried one out. Also, I'm on the lookout for gadgets that can support a healthier lifestyle. Have you come across anything you'd recommend? I know the bidet is the ultimate cure-all. Totally
Yes.
agree. I've got one too.
Yeah.
I'm curious about what else is out there. Thanks again, George. So I have a walking pad at work.
Yeah. Jaren's got
and
experience with this.
I used it almost every day until my doctor completely discouraged me.
What? You never told me this. What happened with your doctor?
Well, he told me that my cholesterol didn't change.
Oh, I
So
thought
my
you meant he
God.
said you shouldn't be using
You're
the
like,
walking
I-
pad.
So, like, what's the point of all this work if it's not going to make
kept-
any difference?
He's
I
like,
kept 3 condoms on, and I still got the measles.
right.
Like,
I thought your doctor was like, "Are you using one of those walking pads? You should stop that." It's
Oh,
no. Okay, so you were
This
just
is
bummed
just
out because you
Jaren,
got
yeah.
bad news.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is just Jared
Yeah,
saying,
how-
"I tried and it didn't work,
How
so
dare
screw
him.
that."
Yeah.
Jarenism.
This Jaren, you finally learned that cholesterol is 90% hereditary, and there's very, very little you can do outside of prescription medication to lower it.
Yep. So, modern technology is fixing my health rather than
That's right.
walking.
Better
Yeah,
living
screw-
through chemistry.
Yeah, screw it. Screw
Nah,
exercise.
I
mean,
still
that's-
use it
that's
on,
if you
on
believe
occasion.
in those doctors and all that nonsense.
So give
Science.
me
they
the,
might
so
be planting cameras in you. Who knows?
so tell me about the walking pad. Is it stationary and you like
Yeah,
walk?
So
Oh.
I have a standing desk. It can go up and down at will. So
Yeah.
when I want to walk on it, I put the standing desk up high. It's small enough where I can just roll it out to where I need to be, so I can work and walk at the same time. It goes up to 4 miles an hour max. I typically go around 2.2 to 2.5 miles an hour because I don't want to get sweaty while I'm working.
Oh
I want those sweaty balls.
yeah, I get that.
So I
Me too,
I
Dylan.
usually walk around like an hour and a half while I work. And it's really quite convenient. Like, you'd think you can't really type, but you can.
You
It's
adapt.
really not hard. But yeah, I totally suggest one. There's a lot on Amazon. The one I got, it was a year and a half ago. No, 2.5 years ago, something like that. Anyway, it's no longer available for sale. It's the Spirax Underdesk treadmill, but it's not like that one is special. There's a lot out there. My criteria was I wanted it to be small enough to fit underneath my desk. So just go by the reviews on Amazon. There's some really expensive ones up to like $2,000. The one I got was a couple $100. So don't go the cheapest. Don't go the most expensive. Do the fleshy middle.
Spirax
Just
sounds
like
like Spirax sounds like a dragon, by the way.
It's going to say the same thing, Lando.
Yeah.
Gadgets that help you be healthy.
Apple Watch.
I was gonna say Apple Watch, or if you wanted to do
Or
a Samsung
Garmin.
Watch or a Garmin,
Garmin,
or something like
yeah.
that.
Or
I-
Amazfit. They're a very good,
Yeah.
cheap
Yeah.
Amazfit,
fitness watch.
anything that can monitor your exercise, your heart rate, stuff like that while you exercise. I've actually really been impressed with, and I only have a Series 7 Apple Watch, I think. When I got really sick a couple of months ago, you know what defined me as the champ. The watch
remember that.
actually told me partway into my sickness is like, are you doing okay? Because your resting O2 is, or your your
VO2?
average breaths per minute while you sleep and throughout the day is up. And
Gaspy.
yeah, like it basically, it knew I was sick and was just like, hey, if you don't know what's going on, you should get looked at. You should get looked
Yeah.
at.
I would
I
say
was like, whoa, okay.
I would say a companion app. So the fitness apps that go with it, like
Sure.
what's those ones that do a schedule and help you, like they work with your smart tech.
Apple Health app.
Yeah, Apple Health app. What's the dietary one? The fitness.
There's a lot of different ones you could do.
Yeah.
MyFitnessPal.
MyFitnessPal's what I
What
was
was the one I
thinking
used
of.
to do that I liked much better than MyFitnessPal? I can't remember what it was. But there's other
MyFitnessPal.
alternatives that are
MyFitnessPal. Yeah, MyFitnessPal's free. So, and you can pay for it and like link up with your friends and embarrass yourself. That's what me and my wife did. And then we immediately stopped that because it was too painful. But if you link that with your smart tech, like a smartwatch or whatever, your phone, close on the rings, it helps you kind of balance out. And then lastly, ChatGPT. I know that sounds weird, and I know I pimp ChatGPT
No,
a lot.
it's not. It's great.
But if you put that in there and say, give me 3 things a day I can do under 30 minutes to improve my health using technology, it will give you some fantastic suggestions. Help get the creative juices
Can confirm.
flowing.
Do that.
I have another one too. E-bike.
Yeah.
They are so dang fun, and you go like 3 times as fast, but you can put the same amount of exercise into it. So it's just funner and encourages you to exercise.
I
Yeah,
agree
yeah.
with you. I'm just going to say 2
Plus-
things about the e-bike real quick. One, make sure you wear a helmet because you go faster and crashes are worse.
You die.
And 2, they are not for kids.
Yeah.
Straight up,
Yeah.
not for kids.
Yeah.
But they
I've-
see, but they also,
feel
but
the
also they
same
get
way.
if you get tired, you can just, take a break, e-bike it
Right.
for a while. You're just like,
and the nice thing about an e-bike too is, especially if you don't ride bikes a lot, it's a great way to get started because you don't feel overwhelmed by having to do it all yourself. You're like, oh, I
you
can
wanna-
ease into this a little bit.
like,
Yeah,
do you want to
and
go on a 1 mile bike ride, but don't want to pedal back? You just go 1 hour one way, and
Oftentimes
then
I'm like,
e-bike it back.
if I'm too
Yeah.
tired for a normal bike ride, I'm like, e-bike. I don't have to do anything, but then I end up doing something.
you still get some
Yeah.
exercise. Yeah.
And I usually end up exercising a whole lot more than I would have. if
They're
I didn't have the
spendy.
e-bike.
What do you guys go with now? They're spendy.
I still
want
like
one, but-
Aventon. I think they're
Yeah.
great, and you can get
Yeah.
an Aventon for anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000.
I saw
Cheaper
a guy.
on sales.
Yeah, cheaper
I
on
saw
sales.
I saw a guy
You
that
can get a
put
used one
a
too, like used e-bikes.
You want to buy an Aventon e-bike, Owen?
I don't.
Okay, so I got one that might
Tony's
be
got one for
if you
sale.
wanted.
Well, I might.
It's only
that's
got
not true.
about
that's
40 miles on it.
Maybe I do, but I saw a guy online who put a 1,500 watt battery into his e-bike.
Ooh,
To the e-dirt bikes out there now that
Yeah,
are
those
like,
things suck.
okay.
Why?
I understand.
Ask me how I really feel. They tear up the trails, and they're going places they shouldn't go, and they're so quiet,
Yeah.
and they're hard to
how
catch.
was that
Like,
any different than a regular
Dirt
dirt
I
bike?
said it's quiet, and they're hard to catch, and you don't know they're coming, and they're more dangerous.
You can't
They're
call them out.
All of those things are the same with regular dirt bikes.
I didn't
dirt
say
bikes-
it wasn't. I said they're
Except-
worse.
Yeah, dirt bikes are
they're
loud.
cheaper.
Dirt bikes
They're
are loud, so
cheaper
you
than
can
dirt
sit,
bikes.
you
The
can
only
ambush them
difference-
and push them off the trail.
The only
They're more
difference
for buying
is
them and annoying the crap out of me.
the only
That's all.
difference
I hate
is
them.
the only difference is the noise. Everything about them else
No,
is the
they're
same.
cheaper and faster, have more torque. They tear
Yeah.
up the trails more than regular. Like they're just worse in every single way.
I don't.
I
don't
think
I prefer the no
full of it.
pollution because I don't like smelling gas when I'm out in nature.
That
Yeah.
may be the only thing that's like quote unquote better, but I hate them
But this
so
guy,
bad.
this guy put it onto
This
an
is my old
e-bike.
man on the lawn moment.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, take this hill and stand and die on it. But there, some guy
got
put
a
one
lot of hills.
on an e-bike, not the dirt bike. So it was a lot lighter, and I'm like, that'll just rip the frame in half and kill you.
Oh, so he didn't do a battery; he did a motor.
Yeah, so he put it. Yeah,
Oh,
1500
you
watt
said
motor. Yeah, sorry,
okay.
yeah.
Or you said battery earlier.
Yeah,
so.
no motor. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
that's mucho.
that'll-
So, like the event in the one that I have is a 750 watt,
That's
but
that's that's legal.
but
That's the legal top end now in a lot of states.
it boosts up to 1250 when
Right.
if you want to, if you know,
Really go.
yeah, if you want to hit it hard for a few seconds. But anyway, there you go.
There you go. Who is
Questions
this?
answered probably in a roundabout fashion. Hope you enjoyed,
Who is this? This was George. Thanks, George.
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 Any more emails, or is that it for today?
That's it.
That's it.
All right, very nice. Thank you for writing in. If you decide you want to write in and make us talk about stuff off on tangents, usually is where we get to. It is geekshowhelpdesk@gmail.com. All right, let's talk about some of these stories. We will start with this one. Really felt like it came out of nowhere. Wemo is gone.
What?
Yeah, they are dropping support for almost all of their products.
Dang it.
This is the
And-
taxi
Still
company, right?
No, I still
No,
have a
that's
few.
Wemo.
That's
Yeah,
Wemo.
Wemo is
different
electric,
Wemo.
smart switches, smart lights. I actually have a few holdouts of this. This makes me
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, and this is the reason why I committed not to get any smart home products for this very reason. But my entire house is filled with smart home products.
I was going to say, what?
Didn't stick to my guns. And I have a few Wemo products. Like I have 3 light switches. I
Yep.
have a smart plug. And if it doesn't go through HomeKit or the Thread protocol, they're pretty much dead. Come January 31st, 2026. So, thanks, Belkin. You guys suck.
They're just canning it.
They're just canning it. Yep.
Hmm.
But to their credit, they're calling it a difficult decision.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
what
hearts
everyone
and-
says when they have to
hearts
give
and
bad
prayers.
news to anyone.
This is a hearts and prayers
Yeah,
type of saying.
This was a difficult decision, but
It
our
was
hearts
hard.
go out to you.
It was hard for us to screw you, but
Who are
we're
affected.
gonna
Thoughts
do it
and prayers.
anyway.
Thoughts and
Yeah.
prayers go out to the Wemo
Yeah.
users.
Yep. So a bunch of e-waste, a ton of e-waste.
Oh, let's get it delivered to their office.
Oh, that's a good
let's
idea.
start a Reddit thread and say, hey, let's return their hardware to them. Let them deal with the e-waste. I don't want it in my landfill.
Yeah.
But it'll still work if you set it up through Apple HomeKit, right?
Yeah, but you have to do it before that date, or else you can't connect it to HomeKit anymore.
Yeah, you won't be able to get to the app to synchronize.
Make sure you guys do that.
I'm just gonna replace it. I already bought some Amazon generic. The Amazon Basics has a smart switch.
Nice.
Yeah, like any future product anyone buys should be compatible with Matter,
Yep.
so that it'll be compatible going forward.
Yep. Agreed. All right. Let's see. This was a weird one coming out of McDonald's. I've titled it, "Have you had your hack today?" So McDonald's, like a lot of big companies, have switched to using AI for their first level, like potential employee applications and
This
interviews
headline-
and things
this
like that.
headline is great.
Yeah, the headline. McDonald's serves up supersized AI bots with a McHire platform that allows admin to access 64 million candidate chats. Guess how? Because he realized the username and password was
Yeah.
1234566.
So, yep. So
Oh.
it allows admin access to
kidding
all
me?
their chats.
Yep.
because
64 million chats.
like we don't want to change the password. This is where see this I'm telling you. I love engineers, developers, and whatever, but they want to do it fast, and typically InfoSec and IT want to do it secure, and this is what happens when you get off the guardrails. Guardrails there.
Yeah, so that that happened. I want to say just this last week. Yeah, the jeez. So the person was basically just going through the hiring process to apply for a job, and within 30 minutes they had full access to, says, virtually every application that's ever been made to McDonald's going back years because they used it as a back door, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah. Because they started by just being able to see the other people's chats with the AI bot that this what they call it, the Olivia chat bot. Yeah.
Yeah, this is so wild stuff. And now they do at the end of it, they say they want to be clear that no applicant data had been hacked or leaked.
Yeah.
And the vulnerability has already been fixed, which just means they changed the password.
Yeah.
put a password on there. But yeah, this is one of those examples of just super dumb instances where it's just like this was one of the most avoidable things that you could have
I am
seen.
curious to why a data science researcher was applying for a job at McDonald's. Like because he said he was applying for the. He didn't do. Does it say whether he was doing that on purpose or if he was like, or did he do it to go find the flaw? Because I feel bad for the guy if he's having to go apply at McDonald's.
No,
and
it's
a researcher.
The guy had to be a researcher because they're
let
two security researchers. These guys, Ian Carroll and Sam Curry. So
yeah.
Oh, it was up until last week the platform had this problem. So I don't know if it was actually. Well, no, it had to have been last week as well when they found it and fixed it. Because later on in the article, McDonald's says it was fixed on the same day that it was reported to them. So. Yeah, crazy stuff.
Oh, I see. So these two researchers thought, oh, this is pretty dystopian. It says this.
Yeah.
And so they just wanted to go through the process and see what it was like, right?
Yeah.
So they're just investigating it, and that's when they found it. Yeah, this is what happens when you assign data researchers into your system here.
Yep.
Better them than somebody else, though. But
oh no, that's the thing. McDonald's, with the egg on their face, McDonald's and Paradox AI, the person that provided the chatbot, the company that provided the chatbot that they used that got hacked. As much egg on their face as they have, this is the best case scenario that could have happened for them.
I hope those guys
probably
got
not real egg anyway. Because do they use real eggs?
Oh
They
yeah,
do.
You better believe they crack a real egg for your egg McMuffin.
McDonald's breakfast is
don't
the only thing that's
believe
worth
it.
buying from McDonald's anymore.
Yep.
I
maybe
hope
they
they got a
do have egg on
bug.
your
I
face
hope they
then.
got a bug bounty.
Yeah, let's hope so. Instead of just
McDonald's.
McDonald's saying whatever.
Yeah.
You guys are stupid for telling the public that we have a problem.
Jerks.
Yep. Okay, let's talk about a fusion record. We like to always see where the next
This is
step
actually, I've done a little bit of a
energy
deep dive here, just a little bit. I wish I would have had more time, but we've talked about nuclear fusion, and the joke is like it's always 30 years away, right? But it's starting to feel like more and more recently, like more and more records are being broken. We're able to sustain it more and more often. So one of the things I've learned here in my short amount of my own research, is that there's
Quoted
a
my
couple
research.
Yeah, I've done my own research, baby.
That's a school bus.
There's like competing nuclear fusion sites and different
How do you, wait.
competing
How do
nuclear
you
fusion
how do you say-
methodologies.
How do you say nuclear?
Nuclear? Are you gonna make fun of the way
No,
me
I
for the
know.
way I pronounce nuclear?
Hey,
now?
Lando, I
hate
suffer
this.
from this. I suffer from this every single time I say it. If you roll the tape on me on previous episodes, I stumble on nuclear every time. George W. screwed me because he said nuclear, and
That's
I
also a
can't
Simpsons
get that.
quote.
Nuclear.
And I can't get it out of my head. So now every time I'm like, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna say the word nuclear. Are we ready to say
Pronounced
nuclear?
Nuclear.
Yeah, and so
Nuclear.
every time it comes up, I'm not kidding. You'll see me like inside my brain. There's like a war party that's like, here we
Yeah.
go, nuclear. All right. So
Thank you.
anyway,
Get it?
you're not alone, Lando.
and
now
Jared,
you
I'm
can
sure,
stress-
pokes you and makes fun of you every
No.
time.
I didn't say. I asked a question.
Yeah, but
and
you were
made a
gonna poke.
Simpsons reference.
He was teeing you. He was teeing himself up, is
Yeah.
what he was doing.
Yeah, exactly.
But it
this
was
has
to
not been
hurt
my
you.
experience
I
in the
never
past.
once said.
Yeah, exactly, Lando.
Anything
This has
mean.
not been my
No,
experience.
no,
in
no!
the past.
Don't get me wrong. He was teeing himself up to take jabs at you.
No.
Like he was.
I was
He
teeing
was
myself
prepping
up
his
for a
own
Simpsons joke.
against
A
you.
Simpsons
No, Land.
reference.
No, Jaron.
No, no.
A painful.
Owen,
Nobody believes that, Jared.
you
Nobody
take off
believes
your
it.
hat and get out of here.
Okay.
Take off your shirt and get out of here.
All right. So anyway, getting back to the fusion
that's
story.
a throwback.
A number of records have been broken, right? So there's the one site in Oxford, England, called the Weinelson place, also known as Jet Fusion. Back in December of 2023, they reached 60 seconds in their final experiment on that site. They're just telling us about it now because they've been trying to keep it a little bit secret and do like the official scientific journal type thing.
Oh, you mean
so-
they want to actually test it and get
do it
it
the right way? Yeah.
validated and do it the right way? You listen in University of Utah?
But then there's also others called Tolmax, and
Yeah.
they have recently hit a record of 22 minutes, which I thought was bonkers.
Are we talking about Tokamak or
That's
one?
it, Tokamak.
Oh, Tokamak, yeah.
I can't read.
Tokamak currently, I believe, is the most promising solution.
Yeah, according to what I've been reading, that's the most promising.
Yeah.
This is the donut-shaped one.
Yep,
For those of you
donut-shaped
who
one. Yep.
are playing along at home. So anyway, but yeah, just last week, 22 minutes is pretty freaking huge. Like, when we're talking seconds, it's like, oh, cool, we did it for 2 seconds. Yippee!
Yeah.
But like 22 minutes, that seems significantly longer.
We're to the point where it's producing more than it's putting in.
That's the whole. Yeah, that's
That's the whole point. Yep.
That's the whole goal there.
Yep. So it's starting to feel more promising and like it's going to actually happen. Possibly in
even-
our lifetimes.
Yeah,
feel like
even if they do perfect it 15 years from now, also got to keep in mind then it will take another probably 10 years to build reactors and everything like that. So,
The great
as,
thing is they
as
don't have
promising as
nuclear
it's
waste,
looking,
right?
it's still a ways off.
They don't
but
have nuclear waste, right?
But
Like,
we're getting there. No, there's no
their
leftover.
waste is O2.
Their their waste is water.
Yeah,
if I
water.
So
remember
there's
correctly.
there's a number of private companies who are actually joining the race and investing pretty heavily in this race. So that will help speed things up, not just being a scientific pursuit, but like the private sector starting to like go, huh?
Yeah.
Dollar signs.
Once
Yeah,
it finally
now we're
comes out,
talking.
Trump Jr. will hate it on the grounds of it.
It kills birds.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at this freaking wind energy killing
Yeah.
the birds.
Seriously.
So anyway, it was
Like-
interesting. There's a bunch of other science gobbledygook here, but the big news here is new records, more nuclear stuff, and it's gonna be awesome.
Nuclear.
Nuclear.
I'm not
yeah.
saying that word ever again,
Nuclear.
just because of you, Jaron. Thanks.
Just say atomic.
No,
atomic
you'll have
energy.
The atomic. You know what? That's a
Atomic
safe
fusion.
bet.
Do you not like Homer Simpson?
I don't watch The Simpsons. I never.
Okay,
my
then
parents didn't let me.
If you
watch
watched
it
The
when I was
Simpsons,
growing
you
up.
wouldn't be so dang offended right now.
That's a fair point. But my parents thought it was a bad show growing up, and they wouldn't let me watch it. And I never got into it. Now it's been
Oh.
like 30 seasons later, and I'm like, where do I even start?
See,
Season
not at the-
two,
season-
season
not the-
okay, yeah,
not
season
the
3
first-
to like season 7, and
Yeah.
that's all you
No,
need to
no,
see.
no. Season 3 to
3
season
to like
10.
15.
I think.
Okay,
Yeah,
10.
12, yeah. 10, 12.
10 or 11.
3 through 10 to 12.
Yep.
And the stuff after that is still good. It's just
Ish.
not.
It's not
as
it's just
good,
it's just
you
not
know?
as prophetic.
Yeah, it's not as fantastic.
It's not as prophetic. It's been predicting the future for decades now. So
Well, when
Which is
you have
unfortunate
thousands
for
of
us.
times to try to predict the future, how many episodes are there?
I
Nostradamus.
right
mean,
now?
they're pretty
Anyone?
specific. The Trump ones are pretty specific.
Fox, now a division of Walt Disney. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Neat. We love fusion news. Speaking of nuclear fusion, we got some nuclear fission going on as well on a smaller scale.
On a mini plant. This thing is pretty cool. So the U.S. is already testing these tiny nuclear reactors that can go practically anywhere. So they're nuclear, and they're basically
Don't let them do that to you, Owen.
nuclear.
You just
I'm
shut
still-
them out and keep going.
I'm
got your
gonna
back.
nuke. Did I say nuclear?
You said it right. I'm just messing
Okay.
with your head.
Okay.
I don't know at this point.
It's not cool, Tony. You gotta do, like, there's layers and layers, years of damage there that I have to overcome every time I say that word. So, you wanna put a a penny on the tracks and send this train into the forest. You just keep that up. So the Department of Energy announced a conditional agreement made with private firms Westinghouse and Radiant to conduct some first of reactor tests to do a microreactor dome. So it's called Demonstration on Micro Reactor Experiment. They're calling it DOME. And it's located in Idaho. And these experiments are 2 trailer-sized micro reactors. Basically, it's a nuclear reactor on wheels. And they can generate between 1 and 50 megawatts of power, which is tiny compared to traditional reactors. But when you can take those into any place that's been damaged or whatever, like 50 megawatts is a lot when there's a city or a small town that's been devastated by some sort of disaster, right? And if you can bring in 3 or 4 of those and patch them into the grid or whatever.
Hopefully the grid's still
or yeah,
viable,
exactly. Or I don't know if there's just a bank of power cords and there's like, come plug in your stuff, like 5,000 USB ports. And they're like, come charge your stuff.
You know where this would be really good though is data centers, because data centers require so much energy, and there are already like one of Musk's data centers. He has installed freaking gas generators, giant diesel generators outside of it to provide power until the power company in the area has enough stuff on tap to power it.
Oh, so he's actually supplementing because there's not a big enough
until
branch
there's enough energy.
Oh.
Yeah, but this would be a great use case for data centers that don't want to drain the local power station so that houses have issues. You know?
There's a bunch of different applications that, since these can be transported by train, truck, or plane. They can be parachuted into like remote locations for research facilities. You could have one. You could have one of these up at the Arctic, for their research center up there and stuff like that. So they can basically go anywhere and they're ready to go because and bet you could get some heat off that too. Fry an egg on the outside. Probably have a little camp chef.
Ooh,
like you could probably just do like a little flip down Blackstone that just cooks right off the reactor.
Just put a cast iron skillet on there and you're ready to rock and roll.
I think the induction on that baby would be just
primo.
Sear that steak.
Yep. So their first experience of Dome, which is this process, this experimental thing, they're going to be starting as spring of 2026. They're going to test for do a 6-month test, and I think these are pretty cool. I didn't look into the tech behind them. I think they're using salt or something, but anyway, I haven't done much into the actual the physics.
This article didn't go into much detail on that aspect.
Yeah. Some of the comments talk about it, using molten salt and the fuel. So, but I don't know. Anyway, they're pretty neat. I think that these could solve a lot of problems with mobile power for whatever. Put one of these on the moon.
There you go.
Right.
That wizard's from the moon.
Blast a couple of them up there.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a Destiny 1 reference right there Jaron got.
I'm killing it.
Old Dinklage voicing the ghost the first time around, and then they replaced his voice acting later. That wizard is from the moon.
Wow, he sounded exactly like him.
All right. Neat. Let's talk. Okay, we talked a little bit about AI so far, so let's talk about that some more.
Ooh, I have an AI story.
You do indeed. Good old Grok has been acting up lately. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up on this.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Go
ahead. Basically turned into Mecha Hitler. Super anti-Semitic craziness, and XAI finally apologized for it and said we're going to fix it.
Wow, they actually apologized.
Yes,
Muskie was like, this thing's way too humanitarian. We don't like it. We want it to reflect more of conservative views. Time to Hitler was way fast.
Crazy stuff. And anyway, now he wants to bail himself out with his own money, basically. So there is a, that meme, that Spider-Man meme that has 3 Spider-Mans that look the same pointing at each other?
Yes, I love that.
That's basically Elon Musk at this point with XAI, X, and Tesla.
Yeah.
They are, he's basically trying to get, for the publicly owned companies, which is Tesla, I think just Tesla, because
Yeah,
I
just
believe
Tesla.
XAI and X are privately owned by him and some other shareholders. But he wants the shareholders for Tesla to hefty investment into XAI to the tune of $2 billion.
Like, I'm sure because all of Tesla's shareholders are like Musk sycophants. Now's the time to make fun of me.
Sycophants?
Sycophants. There we
Yeah,
go.
Jaron, you can't
so
talk either. Ha.
I'm sure they will, but they're a public company. Why?
Yeah. They're a public company. That's the point. That's...
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It was I was wrong here. He hasn't disclosed how much he wants Tesla to invest into it. The $2 billion that I mentioned is he wants to come from SpaceX, actually. So there should be 4 Spider-Mans in this meme.
They're just starting to cannibalize themselves.
That's the thing. He's basically.
Right?
I was talking to Jaron about this
to
earlier.
link your companies this way, and
Yeah.
one fails, you all fail.
I was
right?
talking to Jaron about this earlier, and it feels like he's basically turning his companies into shell corporations that just own pieces of each other and move money around in between them.
If he
Enron,
fully
is this
owns
what
all the
this is?
companies, I mean that's fine, whatever. But he doesn't.
Right. He has
Especially with
investors.
Tesla, and Tesla has given XAI a bunch of Nvidia GPUs in the past. Like,
Yep.
was that above board? It seems shady. That's all.
So, anyway, he's got about 4 months to convince the Tesla shareholders that this is a good idea and get them on board. So that's what he's going to work on a little bit in the nearish future. But yeah, it's crazy stuff. I'm still reeling over the fact that XAI purchased Twitter in an all-stock deal valuing
Yeah,
at
to
$45 billion.
Yeah.
Still, it's like, what?
I
Come
get
on.
it. If you want to cut some legal tape to train your AI, right? Like,
Yeah,
now you
exactly.
own the data set, so you don't have to do anything to.
You own the data set, and you own the ability to run the algorithm on the data set.
So if you're still using Twitter, I guarantee you the user agreement had some new language added there when that purchase took
100%,
place.
100%.
And if you're still silly and using Twitter, why?
Don't be silly.
But also, you get what you get what you get.
Yeah, it's all very obvious what's happening here. So, anyway, there you go. That's the latest update on old Muskie and his wildness. Also in the AI section, Jaron, did you put the article here about Grok coming to? You didn't put an article here about Grok coming to Tesla, did you?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. I can't remember. All right. Well, Grok's coming to Tesla. What does that even mean? Who knows?
I do have another Grok story.
Let
Okay,
Grok
let's do
drive the
it.
cars. Let's put Grok into these taxis. I think it would, since it's already a Nazi. Like, how bad could it be?
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Speaking of what can go wrong, if you pay for Super Grok, you can now try the companions mode in this.
What is
They-
that?
Is this
They
the
are-
love one?
They are avatars. So there's 2 of them right now. There's one called Ani, which is like a waifu.
Oh
No.
no!
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
there is a
gosh.
not safe for work mode where the character wears lingerie.
Of course
and
there is.
It can go
Time to
further
butt
than that.
stuff is.
It can go further than that.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
And,
This is just a little anime girl. Like
right.
I don't want this.
they're not
But-
even they're not even
Dude.
trying to be like, yeah, she looks like a real person. No, they're just
Yeah.
straight up
Dude,
like
this is
yep,
like Archer. Come on,
it's an
Archer.
anime
This is what's his name
So-
from Archer?
I mean,
The-
this is totally like there.
Dr. Krieger.
Dr. Krieger from Archer.
Oh no.
I haven't seen her, but this feels
Yeah.
pretty reminiscent of that from what I understand of the movie.
Well, so her very good movie, by the way. You should absolutely watch it, Jaron. You'd be totally fascinated the whole time. Her starts off as a personal assistant, the AI in her, and they just basically throughout the course of the movie become more and more close, like friendship wise, and then intimately, and you know, he falls in love with his AI chatbot. Basically.
Yeah, well, he's not trying to put a facade on here for anything. It's just all right.
No, not even.
Here's a
little
chatbot where you can do whatever you want.
You can talk dirty to it.
Yeah, like this is supposed to be a real company, and they're
Hey, but
pawning
they're
off
making
like,
real money, so
Yeah.
does that make them a real company?
Look,
Yeah,
look, they're just
yeah.
this is
Well-
supply and demand.
you
know?
It's only a matter of time until the hub makes an investment.
sub the
like
word
this
real
in
with
AI.
respectable.
Okay, that's a better word.
Yes. Yeah, and not to say other companies are not respectable, but I don't know. I don't have any words, as you can
I
see.
feel
Obviously.
I feel like he does this just to test the boundaries of what society will bear. I was going to say the market, but
You're
it's
giving
actually
him too much
what-
credit.
Way too much
I don't
credit.
think he
Right.
cares about finding
Right.
out what
He just-
society can bear. He's just like,
Yeah,
that
you're
looks like a fun thing. Let's
yeah.
do that.
He probably is just like, oh, there's another lever of power I can pull. Let's see what this one changes. So that's the butterfly effect, where he's just like, what happens if I do this one? Boop.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely has no problem finding girls to have babies for him. So he's not doing it for him.
Doesn't he have like 15 kids or something?
13 or something like that.
Like Genghis Khan over here.
With like 7 different ladies, I think. I can't remember. It's crazy. Him and Nick Cannon are competing against each other for most babies and baby mamas. Look into Nick Cannon's situation when you get a minute. It's wild.
way.
You're like, oh, that's why he's hosting everything. He's got child support. He's got childs to support.
Yeah.
All
that's
right. Let's see. Oh yeah, you have an AI story, Lando.
I sure do. I've said it 3 times now, and I feel like I'm being ignored.
Well, you know, aren't you used to it yet?
Yeah,
You
I
only
kind of
get more ignored by
actually.
saying by
Wow.
complaining about getting ignored. You get more ignored.
That's how it
Fair,
works.
fair point. So yeah, this is some research from the Max Planck Institute for Human Development in Germany has found in the last 18 months since ChatGPT's release, so-called GPT words are noticeably increased in frequency in their usage amongst humans.
What's a GPT word?
So I'm glad you asked. Some examples of said GPT words are things like the word polish, delve, realm, or meticulous. Those kind of words. The one for me that has absolutely entered my vocabulary from ChatGPT is ensure. I use that word noticeably more since AI started using it for me.
I
Like,
already
this is personal.
used all
This has
these
happened to
words.
me.
I don't use AI, and I use all these words. What does that
Yeah.
make me?
If you've
Yeah,
ever had
so
to type a corporate
brilliant.
email, if you've ever had to type a corporate email, then you use this is already deep
This
into
is
your
the kind of
vernacular.
stuff that you do.
Some other examples are I said delve. That's like a big one. Underscore, comprehend, bolster, boast, swift, inquiry, meticulous,
just-
and groundbreak.
Yeah, this is just business talk. Business enterprise talk.
Feel like
Yeah,
this is
fair
just.
point.
I feel like this is just higher English words.
That's another-
filtering down,
another
filtering
good-
down, filtering down to
Well,
places that.
I agree.
Since ChatGPT is so prolific now, like
That's probably a GPT word.
prolific. Dang it.
So
Good
the
one, Owen.
idea is that the AI is entering our
You know what?
subconscious and
It's getting into the
linguistic
zeitgeist, right?
patterns.
Like, and so the data is not really reflective of what a lot of people already speak this way, but now it's coming up to this other part of our culture that maybe
Yep.
didn't have these
I'll-
words.
I'll just say this. These are
Kinda
the kind
step
of words
lightly.
that people used to use a lot more because people used to read books. And now people don't really read books. And so they don't use large words like this or
Just tell you.
interesting words like this.
I think
There's-
your speculation is along the lines of what's the saying? Causation's not
Causation.
Correlation. It's not-
correlation's not causation.
Yeah,
If you read
This
more, you would
time,
know
Tony,
that,
I think
Lando.
you're actually right.
right? I think I am onto something, but
Here's-
you
here-
never know.
I've been tracking society's progress based on the movie
Idiocracy.
Idiocracy.
Mhm.
And I saw the best little clip I ever saw was just a couple days ago of this girl. It was just a 15-second clip of a girl pouring Gatorade onto a plant, and the
It's got what plants crave.
The quote was like, "Are we here yet?" And that was it. And that was the best thing. I
The
saved
plants
that one.
need those electrolytes.
Yeah, they need those electrolytes.
What do you got coming out of the sprinklers? Brondo. It's got electrolytes.
Brondo.
It's what plants crave.
It's what plants crave.
Maybe you should use water. What? Like
What?
in the toilet? You guys, anyone listening, if you have not watched Idiocracy, you need to go check it out. Be prepared to laugh and also just fear for humanity.
And
at the
then
same
follow it up with Look Up after that.
time. Oh. Or is it Don't Look Up?
Don't Look Up.
Don't Look
I
Up.
can't.
Look
Yeah,
Up.
yeah. Don't look up.
Yep.
Those two. If you all you need to know about the state of affairs, and especially in this country,
Idiocracy, though, there's a facade of humor.
yeah, until you cry.
So the reason why I have not looked or watched Don't Look Up is because I'm scared that it's going to be too real life for me.
It is so. It makes you. It pisses you off.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's why I haven't watched it.
It wasn't. It got to the point where I was like, this is not even funny. Somebody needs to be sued. Nobody should ever have this power to make somebody so.
This is too
Depressed.
on the nose.
Oh, my home. You're hitting so close to it.
Yeah, you have hit very close to home, sir.
Very close, sir. All right. Is that all the AI stories? I think
Yes,
that
sir.
is, yeah. Okay. Let's do a lightning round. Real quick lightning round. My quick lightning round is the FCC wants our Wi-Fi spectrum, and this
course
is
they
not good.
Not good at all.
So the FCC has regained its authority to hold spectrum auctions with some of the latest
Did they get a
bills that
member?
have been pulled.
I've
Pushed
mentioned this
through?
before, but the last time they did this, they ruined my freaking life. When they sold off the 400 megahertz band to T-Mobile and ruined all my wireless microphones, I had to buy all new ones.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still mad about it.
So they want to start, or at least they have talked to seriously, auctioning off basically the 6 gigahertz or a big chunk of the 6 gigahertz band.
Don't we need this for Wi-Fi 6?
Yeah,
Or for the
6E,
Yeah.
and, 6E and
6E?
7,
Which
Use-
is like
6 gigahertz, and they want to sell it to cellular providers, basically. Which I'm curious to see how that would work, because if you know anything about 6 gigahertz on Wi-Fi, it has very poor penetration.
yeah, right. Like, I mean,
That's what she said.
it's such a high frequency that it can't get through almost anything. Even a single wall of aluminum studs, like in a building.
Yeah, you're okay with drywall, but
Yeah.
anything more dense than drywall, you're pretty much
Yeah,
you're not going to get a good experience with 6
almost
gigahertz.
line of sight.
Almost,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
So it's interesting. We're going to see what they do there. The CTIA wants the upper half of the 6 gigahertz band, basically,
Will this ruin Wi-Fi
to-
routers that
to
that
resell
are-
to U.S. carriers. Yeah, so if this auction happens, then basically your Wi-Fi routers would have to be updated. They would send an update down that would just disable those
that range? Those frequencies, because they're not taking the whole. They're not taking the
No.
whole frequency. They're just carving out a section.
but they're going to take a big chunk of it, enough of it
Right.
that it might not even make it worth it at that point. So,
Right. That's so interesting, because what happens to the consumers? Like,
You just get hosed 'cause the government takes
what does
it.
what does Aruba do? What do the big Wi-Fi carriers do? But also, what does like Netgear do and a bunch of people at home do? I guess this is defunct now.
yeah, it becomes
It seems.
owned by whoever the government auctions it off to, and if they want to enforce that, then they can. That's
I guess it would only
really
be a
hate
problem
this.
if you were close enough to one of their devices to have it interfere. You could still use it, right? Like it's not like the frequency disappears. It would interfere if they ever put anything in your area.
I mean,
Right?
yes, you're correct, but at the same time, if a company owns the the rights to broadcast on that spectrum,
Oh,
they
you then
should
become a
probably,
violation if you.
They could probably also go to these companies that use them on their Wi-Fi routers and say, "That's ours now." You either pay a license, which they won't because they want to use it for something else, or you disable it.
Yeah. Dang.
So
That sucks.
yeah,
6E is not a bad. 6E is pretty good. 7 is the one that's not so great yet, but.
well, 6E and 7 are the same thing basically.
Oh, it's
They
just the
both use
energy
6
difference?
gigahertz. Yeah.
Oh. Well, it seems like it's not in favor of consumers.
No,
I
it
find
is
that
very
I find that very anti-consumer.
It
So
is.
I can't imagine this would be allowed without some sort of public input.
Yeah.
So
Well, they can do what they want.
yeah.
Unfortunately, Jaren, lightning round.
Sony just put out a new camera. It's the 61 megapixel RX1R3. It's a fixed lens compact camera, full frame sensor. It has like I said in the title, it's a fixed lens camera, so you can't swap the lens out, but it's got quite a nice lens. It allows 35 millimeter, but you can crop in to 50 and 70 millimeter focal lengths.
Ooh, it's small.
And yeah, it is way small, which is why it's so cool. It's
But
got
the
a huge,
lens is like half of it.
huge sensor on a very small camera. It's meant for like street photographers, stuff like that. For a whopping $5,100.
That's a lot of money.
A lot of themselves.
It is a lot of money, but the other cameras in this category are also that much. So it's not like
It's got some
crazy.
spendy. It's got a $200 lens hood. You can buy some spendy accessories too.
The accessories are freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
A $300 thumb grip, which is just absurd. This is like Apple's wheels level absurd here. $200 lens hood, which it's a piece of plastic.
It's just the cover, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
You could
it's
probably print one.
it's not a cut. So it goes on. You use it.
Oh.
It doesn't cover the lens, but it like filters out some light, so you can
I
take certain
see.
pictures. But
Ah.
yeah, $200 for a lens hood. That is ridiculous. Anyway, that
And
is all.
$250 for a case. There you go. Wow.
And the screen doesn't articulate anymore, so they can make it smaller. It does have a electronic viewfinder, which is cool, but it lacks professional features like
Where's the
double-
viewfinder on it? I can't.
double memory card.
It flips out. The viewfinder flips out.
Oh
like
no,
a-
it's on the upper left-hand corner.
yeah,
I
upper
see.
left-hand corner.
I see it.
There is no flip-out screen, Owen.
Oh.
So the
That's what-
screen
look
is
at the-
stationary, and
Oh,
it's got
so
a
look at
little
the viewfinder
viewfinder.
is stationary.
We'll go look at the
Okay.
picture with a flip out screen on it.
It doesn't have a flip-out screen, Owen.
Oh. Oh, that's the Canon.
Yeah, Owen.
This is one
There's
of
not
those
even a
articles-
Canon in the article. What are you,
Hey,
what are you even looking at?
Why don't you keep scrolling down, my guy?
The other article?
It switches. Engadget does that where it
Yes.
where it links a
Oh,
bunch
see.
of articles together into one page as you scroll down.
So you scroll down to another
so
article.
So you think you're on the same article still.
Yeah.
So I was just looking at
Mine's
pictures.
Mine's an article about Apple gear.
Mine's an article about the Canon R50 V review, and it's a
That is it.
viewfinder.
I'm done.
Would you take several steps back, sir?
Oh, and lightning round, hit it.
Let me see. How about so this one's a gadget, but it also is I'm gonna talk about it anyway. It's a fanless Noctua cooler. So Noctua
Probably not great then.
it's not but it is.
No, it's Noctua, man.
It's
Noctua's
Noctua.
fantastic.
And they take a lot of pride in that. So this is these are if you demand silence, no fan whatsoever, this Noctua cooler works on AMD systems. So you guys should try this. I think one of you should.
It's not going to get you the kind of cooling you get with a fan, but
I think you should. I think one of you guys should try this with.
if you
your-
demand absolute silence, this looks pretty cool.
It's probably it's for less powerful CPUs than what we like to use.
it says it's for AMD's Ryzen 9 9950X 3D and this anyway.
Oh, never mind.
That's
then.
that's what they do it. So that's what these guys reviewed it against.
Oh,
was the
Core
was-
i9
was-
13900K. That's
What?
that puts out a lot of
Are
heat.
you
Yeah.
serious?
So, but anyway, so the cost is about $120. I think when you guys should gadget this and try it out, and if you hate it, go back. But
I will not. It's too much work.
So how's the performance if you don't have any case fans though?
Probably crappy.
yeah,
Because
probably really crappy.
If you get this, you would expect no fans because why
Wait a
else
minute.
would you get it?
You
Right,
scroll
'cause
down and there's a
silence.
fan on it.
You can still add a fan.
okay.
It has the ability to do a fan, but you can get a quieter fan or a slower fan so
Okay.
anyway.
That tracks.
This thing's crazy looking, just like from a visual perspective.
It looks so overbalanced. Like it looks like the way it would be is super heavy on one side. Anyway.
I feel like we're gonna see this show up in a sci-fi movie sometime in the next couple of years, and they'll be using it as a prop for something that it actually isn't, just because it looks kind of sci-fi.
Like an ice cream machine in Empire Strikes Back.
Exactly.
Like to me,
freaking Will Rowe Hood running around with an ice cream machine.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing just looks like a fancy. I don't know. Like it looks like a random head of a old Harley or something. Like there's just like cooling fins. So anyway,
Neat.
$120. Somebody out there should put this on their rig and see
Yeah,
how
I
it
want
works.
to do it.
No, it's too much
Somebody
work.
else do this. I don't want to.
Too much
but I want
work.
to know
Tony,
about it.
Tony should do it.
No way, man.
Tony
I've
should do it.
I've already gone through a CPU cooler swap on my new build. I don't want to do another one.
Did you stay with the AIO? Are you back to an AIO? Or
I
did
went
you
back
go
to an AIO because the massive Noctua also air cooler I had was too big to comfortably fit
case.
the GPU.
Oh
So,
yeah, dang.
with the way
That's
that
the
the
worst.
pass-through airflow works on these 5090s, I didn't want to smother it on one side. So, all right, and Lando, we already hit your stories, so I think that is it for today's episode. Before we go, big shout out to our awesome Patreon backers, patreon.com/helpdeskarcade, and for more on that, Lando.
Let's talk about Patreon just for two quick seconds. I know
One,
you've got a
two.
lot of us, but as one of our favorite Patreons says, they want some content, not a nice tight pod. So I'm gonna draw myself out so you get more content. You're gonna hear more for us. You hear more of my sweet voice, which I know you love. I know you love it. I know you love
Keep it
when
moving.
I pimp the Patreon. It's your favorite part of the show.
It's getting boring. Keep it moving.
No, Tony, this is my time to shine. You shut your trap. You
I'm
just go in your
repeating
corner
what
and
you
be
said
yourself.
to me before. That's all.
For $1. For $1. If you want to give us $1 of your hard-earned dollar-y dues because you think we're awesome, it's not a requirement, not needed, not a requirement for you to listen to the show, but it is awesome if you do so. You get all kinds of benefits. First, super secret Discord. You go in there, you can ping my phone whenever you want. It's awesome. I can't believe how many people don't take advantage of that. I would have thought that boundary would have been broken
I would like you to know,
immediately.
dear listener, that I respond in all channels, not just the super secret Discord, because I care
As
about all of our
do
listeners.
I.
Not me.
too.
I'm only in the super secret Discord. So if you want me, that's where you got to go. Which maybe is a deterrent.
You don't think that?
Anyhow,
I don't think that means
you
as
also get
much
both
as you think.
shows early, ad-free, ad-free,
The whole
with
enchilada.
the in-between.
And I
With
love that Tony
the in-between.
Tony puts the effort to make it a food reference every time.
every time.
Well, most of the time.
Most of
So
like
yeah,
95% of the time.
Yeah.
some really good benefits there for just $1 redo. For $6 redos, you get even more. Mainly, you get a shout out on the air by our good friend Jaron. And as so many of you do, and I think each and every one of you who do, those of you who don't, I love you too, but just not quite as much. If you do change your name to make Jaron say whatever you want, I love you the most. Jaron, this is your time to shine, my friend.
Thank you to David Broshinsky, Interrupting Cow, Aaron Faulkner, Connor Keesaw, and not Timon. Seriously. He's so
That
correct
darn
with
timing.
Yeah, Timon. Fourth Dimension Craft on Instagram for all your laser engraving needs. Don't be lazy. We want James's poop story again.
We already
Jason,
did it. It was available on the Patreon.
Yeah. Jason
Yeah,
Eatman.
Twyman shamed the heck out of me finding that in 8 seconds. So go figure that out.
Did I say
Jason-
Patreon? I meant Discord. It's on the Discord.
It's on the Discord.
Jason Eatman, Lambo, at no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
That's fair.
Dang.
Yeah. That was,
This swing towards
that was,
abusing
that was
Lando in
Twyman.
the pay-
That was Twyman.
Yeah, I get the feeling Twyman does not like me much.
Oh, don't worry. He exudes
He
that.
doesn't
to
really
everyone.
like anyone.
Yeah.
Be the 8-year-old. I'm just here for Owen's stories. I'm here for content, not a nice, tight pod.
That's the one.
10 tiny techies tweak tangled transistor towers tirelessly. Tony trips, tossing 10 terabytes of tacos at the terminal. Kyle, if you ever want to mess with your coworkers, just rearrange their keycaps. Geriga arimasu. Tony, the Excel and Power Apps nerd, Pyman Graphics, purveyor of fine geeky stickers, Kurskengar94, Keslo, Eric Steinman, Eric Cruz, in between rating 275. Unlike foldable helmets, Twyman delivers. Why is Twyman just so permeated among our patrons?
He's he puts out a certain
It's
kind
a
of
cool
thing,
vibe.
and that's a thing that they like.
It's a manly, cool vibe.
It was Lambo for a long while, so don't you worry.
DP making slap documentaries for Twyman. Wesley, Tenet is Nolan's most Nolan-iest Nolan movie that ever Nolaned.
But
Stuart Lloyd, Oliver Klozoff. It takes way more than $6 to get Jaren to say the C word. Don't let Lando convince you otherwise.
how much would it take, Jaron?
Yeah. What if we had a
question.
$50? What if we had a $50 a month subscriber? Would
No.
that do it?
Nope.
No,
What
it
is
would
your
have to-
so-
it would have
what
to be
is your
money,
soul worth?
Hang on, it would have to be money straight to Jaren's pocket first
Oh,
of all.
so a gadget. So we're talking
No.
about a gadget or
No.
or some
I
What
wouldn't
about
do
a
it.
free 5090?
dude.
Wouldn't do it.
Not
5090,
even
you
a
wouldn't
free
say-
5090.
He's already got one. You got to tempt him with something he doesn't have.
What about a free 6090 when it comes out? Day of
cure-
release.
Uh-uh.
At your
What
house,
about
on
a-
your doorstep,
Nope.
that
What
morning.
about a
Not
what
doing
about a
it.
cure to celiac?
Wow.
Nope.
Not even for a
I-
cure to.
I have gluten-free donuts now. I don't need anything else.
Oh yeah. You're right.
I did slip up, though, and got gluten to this last week with pizza.
And was it
You
some
got-
of the best pizza you've ever had?
No, it was cold. It wasn't even
not
that
even
Oh,
worth
no.
great. Yeah, I've had trouble ever since.
All right. Good thing you have bidets. It's okay.
Is that it? Is that all of our?
Yeah,
Patreon
that's
peoples?
it. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this episode and downloading us. We will see you in the in-between or arcade or next week on Heldpesk. But until then, Lando, take us out.
Let's delve into what we learned today on the show. This meticulous recap will swiftly underscore our understanding of tech. Please tell your friends swiftly that you comprehend groundbreaking tech better than you've ever been able to before. Be an end user.
Good, Lando.